Yeah, we are live. We are live. We are live. Hello, man. Thank you. I'm still white. I still feel white. Yeah, but the room.
We wish we'd known. Yeah, we didn't get the memo.
You didn't get the memo. You haven't. Yeah, I've been really pushing it. I blame Federock. Then, if you didn't get the memo, that's Federock's problem.
You know what? You know what? At the start of the thing, I thought, hey, he's wearing white. That's cool. If I'd have known Vic was also wearing white, because he never came on. So, you know.
Yeah.
But...
Well, welcome everybody to the. I guess it would be week 8 Sunday Livestream Sunday. Can you believe we've been doing it for 8 weeks? It's insane. I don't even know. And every single week, Vic seems to visually outdo himself. I mean, are you what? Tell us how you do it, Vic. You find these filters, you make it look so easy. And
I wanted to get you a can of paint for that room, but it would have been a lot easier on me.
I love it, man. Well, hey, this week, for those of you that are just tuning in, we are basically the RGA. We're the Roxie Guitar Army whole team. You can see our names right by each of our faces and stuff. And every one of us is contributing at one level or another to help you learn to play guitar and hopefully entertain you during these weeks where we are stuck at home. So if you haven't, and you're just tuning in because you saw some, well, just go check out this live stream for no reason. Well, then you have a whole live stream performance that we just did. This Q&A is just after we do the actual performance, and this was week 8, so you have 8 more to check out before this. But I see a lot of people that are diehards and are I don't want to say regulars, because you're not regular, you're irregular. I've been irregular all week, by the way. But I see Debbie Muller, James Visser, Chris Vickery, Pia, Laura, Wendy Krause. I think I saw Kitty in the audience, Funky Almadena. So everybody's here showing up. And what we do here at the Q&A is we just basically talk our stuff. So I'm done talking right out of the bat. I'm going to turn it over to Vic over there. Vic, say hello and just say, introduce everybody else.
Hey, everybody. This is Dave. This is Robby. There's Scotty. And, Roxie.
How can we not get? I know it doesn't ever seem like it never gets easy.
And every time you think, right, I've got it this time, I've definitely got it this time, you then do it wrong.
How's that beer?
It's not beer. I want Facebook to open up the floodgate, so it's not beer.
So what?
Right? Why'd you say that? Now they're going to close it up. We want. The idea is, this is the whole plan. Because when, for some reason, we were doing our Q&A last Tuesday, we were doing the live stream podcast with Michael Monroe, which if you haven't checked it, press subscribe right now on the button on your Facebook or YouTube channel and check it out. But we were doing it, and after a certain amount of time, or it was a certain amount of people consistently watching, all of a sudden the floodgates opened, and there was like about 800 people watching at once. And that was amazing. And we're cool because right now we're hardcore. Right now we got our our hardcore RGA members here. We're about 100 strong, maybe a little bit over and stuff, but we want those floodgates to open so they can all start learning guitar just like you too. So, I completely lost my point. That's why I turned it over to Scotty. Would you like to say something, Scotty? Because it's the fucking because I didn't want you to talk about the beer. And the minute who was telling me that the technology, they have such technology, Google and YouTube, that when you're presenting something, it's actually scanning everything that's in your room and can actually tell you what you are liking, what the things you own. So basically, if you were to look at Robby's well played, Robby. Well played. That's his new his take a smile. Yeah. leave some money, but take a smile. And,
Sometimes I do this.
Take a smile, leave a smile tray.
Sometimes I hope Google is listening. Robbie Miller, Robbie Miller, Robbie Miller, Robbie Miller, Robbie Miller.
Is that all you say? Well, someone's listening from a record company. You got a big record label executive sitting right next to you, literally in my European equation. It's like
I think
3 millimeters.
I think Scotty is already sick of me saying, "Hey, Kay, what do I need to do better? Okay, how do I make this better? What do I need
Not
to
at
do?
all,
Tell me
not
what I
at
need
all.
to do."
Whatever we can do to make it better, man. We have to.
Wow. So all of a sudden, they're scanning Robbie's room. Google is, and they're saying, "Wow, man, this guy needs more soundproofing material. He's only got 3. We got to help him out."
You're seeing one wall. You didn't ask for a tour.
That's
I think
right.
I'm just gonna get more seltzer water promoted. And
Yeah, what is everyone
advertising.
drinking tonight?
Seltzer water.
Well, and apparently Vic's reading a lot of books these
Coffee.
days. They know every book that Vic's reading. I'm still in New York City, and Scotty, wow, you look like you're at a bachelor pad. That looks like a.
It is definitely a bachelor pad.
Yeah.
You opening it up.
Yep. I have the nice long couch it's all recliners. Only
Love
one
it.
gets used. Except every now and then I need to, slide back and forth just to, try out other recliners and pretend I'm other people. I don't know.
I've just changed ends on my sofa. I used to sit on that end. And
Congrats.
so I get you, Scotty.
Big move.
I inherited this sofa from my best friend and bandmate, and there's the end that's darker from all the black hair dye and black clothes. And every time I've taken a picture and posted something, his wife has always mentioned to me that, like, "Oh God, you didn't cover the couch." Always embarrassed.
The dark end.
The dark end. Yeah.
Dark, yeah. Well, you know what? When we were on tour, who slept on that couch? Rat? Was it somebody in the band had to have slept on that couch because we actually used your? Didn't we? We used your place.
Oh, yeah. So
Robby.
you had the bed. I had my bed. Robbie, were you and Sean?
We'll cuddled up somewhere.
On the couch.
I think Rob.
No,
I think Rob Lane had the couch.
Yeah.
Rob Lane had the couch. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the level of touring we're doing with that, right? Imagine your reality. Imagine your club tour.
Does it get better than that then?
It will.
somehow?
It will.
My memory of that is so we're in the living room and we'd been playing cards in the other room for until 3 a.m. And then we decided
Who won?
we should probably sleep. Not me. Suddenly we realized we had to inflate these airbeds in the middle of the night with the loudest hairdryer you've ever heard, duct taped to the nozzle. It worked, man. But it was like,
Hey, there you go. The wenches in the trenches obviously felt sorry for us very quickly by that story. Now, it's either Robbie's lack of soundproofing materials or our horrible. Wait a second, Liz Fernier, $5. Thank you very much. Where's Kitty Oates and the wenches in the trenches? I want to get back to that for 1 second. Thank you, because I think that's all for Scotty.
22.
Is that all for you? Is that because you said you mentioned bachelor pad? Then all of a sudden you get $22.99.
I think that's what a bottle of cleaner costs to clean off a suede couch.
That'll buy me one more soundproofing square. Thank you. Thank you, my loves.
Well, thank you, Liz. Thank you, wenches in the trenches. We appreciate it. How we're going to run this today, if anybody has a question for any of us 5 that are up there, because this is the entire RGA team, all right? This is the Roxie Guitar Army. Everybody's in charge of something, and trust me, we've been holding off on Scotty for a while, but he's going to be busy pretty soon. As soon as we wrap up the campaign, he's going to be busy. I guarantee you.
Yes.
Now, wait a second. The wenches are going crazy today. Thank you, wenches.
Wow.
The wenches in the trenches, baby.
I feel like this is like one of those bachelor auction things, like where they've got the 5 of us and they're putting in their bids, and so far Scotty's winning. You know?
Balachi, you come
I'm
on
just a
in.
new guy.
Are we getting auctioned off?
Yeah. Oh, you are.
Have I not told you? Have I not
Yeah.
told you?
The newness will wear away.
All right. Yeah. Vic's no longer the new guy. What happened to Nick? What happened to Vic? He did some crazy Peter Gabriel video type thing. It was like Sledgehammer. Was that weird?
I don't
Did you
know.
guys
My
all see
network, my
that?
network is acting screwy on me. I'm afraid I'm going to fail in a second.
All right. Well, if you need to leave and come
No,
back.
we need to bring on Andy.
Okay.
Andy
Okay.
was a big subscriber this week.
Okay. So
And
yes, that's
he
right.
wants to say hi to you.
Andy came on. Andy. So just for give a little backstory on everybody, Andy contributed $1,000 to our
What?
Kickstarter. Yes, he did a Kickstarter campaign. So I would the reward tiers is that I play a solo or play on a couple, a track, guitar and bass or whatever. I can't really play bass, but then again, I can fake it, but I can definitely play guitar on it. And basically, he would like me to contribute to his song, and that's one of the reward tiers. He did it this week, so I would like to bring him on. And Andy, are you there?
I'm here, Ryan. How
What's
are you?
happening, Andy? Thank you very much. Just want to say, to everybody that's been out there supporting the Kickstarter campaign, thank you very much. But I'm curious about what I'm going to be doing on your song. In fact, well, wait a second. I'm glad that you read the email. I'm glad you watched the actual performance of it, not like the rest of those guys that are wearing all black t-shirts and Batman shirts. You got the white t-shirt. You got the white noise episode idea. So Andy, what do you want me to do on that song?
So, Ryan, it's been my dream to work with you. You've been my inspiration number one for guitar. So I have 5 different songs for my upcoming album. I would like it if you can listen to all of them, but in a piece of paper, I have the one that I feel it's the best fit for the Ryan Roxie guitar.
You got it.
And I hope that we can agree on some sort on the one song, or however you feel like doing it, because it's just an honor for me to have you on my album. My songs, I really believe in them, and I believe that you can make them sound a lot more rockish to it.
Thank you, Andy. Man, how long have you been playing yourself? How long have you been playing guitar yourself and
I've
writing
been
songs?
writing songs. I remember my first ever song ever written was when I was maybe 8 years old, even a bit farther than that. So I always like making rhymes, making beatboxes with my mouth, just very amateur stuff. But I really
You started younger than me, man. That's great.
Oh,
No, you definitely did, and it's cool that you did that at such a young age. But at any age, you can start. When did you actually pick up the guitar and say, you know what, this is what I'm going to start doing?
When I did that, it was right when I turned 12. My family immigrated to Canada from Bolivia, and I used to play chess. After a chess tournament I did, I walked outside and I saw a beautiful guitar on the shelf, and I was like, "Dad, I need you to buy me that thing right there." And well, we just came to Canada. He was like, "Okay, we're gonna get you the guitar." It was the box guitar, so it came with the guitar, the case, the amp, everything I needed to get rocking. And once I did that, I fell in love with it. And
Killer, man. Well, I want to hear more. I'm curious about your chess. Were you like that level of Fisher? Were you that little kid that could beat everybody in school and then went on to chess tournaments and stuff? What is it? What was his name? Something Fisher.
Bobby Fischer.
Bobby Fischer.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Roger Fisher, and then that's the guitar player of Heart. And how many people know Heart? How about early Heart throw out there, man? How about so Bobby Fischer? Were you basically a young Bobby Fischer?
I wouldn't say I was Bobby Fischer. I was Andy Pacheco on the chess. I would play the chess match against old people. I would undersell myself, so they'd be like, "Oh, this 8-year-old kid, I can definitely beat him." And I'd sacrifice a piece, something, they would fall for it and completely surprise them.
The fact that you learned how to talk about yourself in the third person so quickly, I think that helped a lot with your chess game. All right, and I love it. And because when Ryan Roxie plays ping pong, he does the same exact strategy. He makes people he makes people think, Roxie makes people think that, oh yeah, he can't play ping pong, and then all of a sudden I come out there because I'm a lefty and I play left hand style and I kill them all. I think I do. I don't know. I haven't beat everybody, but I heard I heard that Prince was one of the best
Mm.
ping pong players at all. I don't know how he played chess though.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I loved playing chess. Matter of fact, I still have a chessboard and I still look over it, but now my passion is the guitar, the music, and
Well, check it out, Andy.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best to put the best solo out on and the best sort of musical parts, because I always say that it's not just about the solo, because you do need to write a solo that helps out the song, that complements the song, but it's those parts that really, really complement a song and can elevate a song. And I'll try and do that with your track. And some of my favorite guitar players, Elliot Easton from the Cars, or Neil Giraldo from the Pat Benatar Band, or obviously Brian May from Queen. Those guys just write amazing parts for that turn good songs into great songs. Steve Stevens is another one of my guys. So hopefully I'll be able to do something for you, man. All right,
that'd be great. I definitely know. I believe in you, and I believe that you're gonna be the best match. Like when you play with Alice, I see you bring your 6, or now I would say your Gibson 7 guitars, and you tend to match them with the song and the era. And I feel we can do something really cool with that. And
all right,
let's get rocking.
Well, I mean, in the studio though, I got to be honest. Like I have 7, 8 guitars if you count the Never Say Never Strat on stage with me with Alice. But when I'm in the studio, I kind of it's a short list of guitars that my go-to guitars. It's usually the Les Paul, the one that I'm playing. That I don't know if you saw the stream, the one that I played for to Live and Die in LA. It's usually that, or it's a 335, because I feel that sort of jives really nice with the Les Paul. And then if I need some sort of single coil sound, then it's either a Tele or a Strat. But at the same time, like I said, we'll listen to the song. We'll pick the right guitar for the right song, and we'll make it great. All right.
We have to make sure it's a song you like too, because it has to go both ways. You gotta like it, you gotta feel it, and once you do it, I know you're gonna just be killing it all over it. So,
well, cool. Thank you for coming on. Thanks for supporting the Kickstarter campaign. I really appreciate it. Thanks, man. We'll see you again. All right.
Thank
you.
Have
a good one, man.
You're making
Have a good
my
one.
life, my dreams. Thank you.
See you, man. Have a good one. So here we got crew. Come on back, everybody. Vic, can you get us all back? Because I want to maybe. That's really cool, man.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be good. So now, should we put up maybe who's doing comments today? Can we put up some questions from the comments? Because I know that I see all your comments out there. Wait a second. Who gets 777? Thank you, Sandy. I love that. Now, why did you pick 777? Why would you do that number?
Euros.
Euros. Thank you very much. That's
I
really
love.
cool.
I want to comment on the fact that Andy was a chess shark. Like, I didn't think that existed. Like, I know pool sharks, the guys in bars who make a bet. He's a chess shark.
Yeah, he grifted his way. They're not going to be
the first time
disappointed.
I've ever heard of it. And according to Mark here, you are also he's backing up what you're saying. You were a ping pong shark.
and so those of you that are watching chat, put that comment back up if you can, please. That's Mark Danzeisen. That's Mark D. That's the drummer of the Gilby Clarke Band on the Pawn Shop Guitars albums and subsequent albums after that. Mark and I have known each other for eons, even before we played together in the Gilby Clarke Band, and we actually worked at Guitar Center together, I believe. Wow, how's that for putting those those neurons going together in synapse? We call them. I'm speaking weird now, Vic. Synapse.
Synapse. Yeah.
See, that's US and UK just arguing. It's never gonna work itself out. But I figured it out that Mark and I knew each other from Guitar Center, but when we were in the Gilby Clarke Band together, we did have a couple matches of ping pong, hardcore ping pong. In fact, I remember one of the we went to a ping pong hall in either Madrid or Barcelona, and we actually had an all-nighter there. That was fun. I remember that.
You kicked my ass in ping pong.
Did I?
Yeah, with Storm Chaser and Tommy.
Oh, that's right, at that mall. That was weird. That was up in where was that at?
I don't Kansas City or St. Louis or something like that.
It was at a big, huge casino that you know. Yeah, it was on the last Alice Cooper tour. All right, enough reminiscing.
So-
Go ahead, Dave.
I have another one I want to highlight. So you mentioned Brian May a minute ago, and did you hear this in the news that Brian May?
When someone says they bust their ass, you know.
But get this, right? So Brian May, for anyone in the comments who doesn't know what John's talking about, Brian May tore the muscles in his ass gardening. So
that is so Spinal Tap, because this is Spinal Tap isn't the guy, isn't it a
It's
bizarre
a gardening accident.
It's
Yeah.
a bizarre gardening accident. I think.
that's what makes it great, gardening. He's actually done the Spinal Tap thing of having a bizarre gardening accident.
That's fine.
Robby, can you confirm that it was bizarre gardening accident? I think that was the adjective.
It was a bizarre gardening accident.
Thank you. This just you saying it makes it sound more authentic.
You can't really dust for vomit.
You can't really just for vomit.
I would like to see some sort of MRI or some sort of scan, some sort of scan of Brian May's just broken ass.
Let's take it to him to get autographed.
Roxie,
Wow.
Jennifer's got a question here that you probably need to clarify.
Okay, please do. Vic, on PayPal, I've got the Enjoy the Ride at Gmail. Is that the name? Yes, that is the name. And the country of origin is Sweden, because Jennifer Fox, that's where I'm coming from, is Sweden. So if you'd like to go direct right there to the old PayPal. Thank you very much, Jennifer, by the way. That's the one. Project Enjoy the Ride. Isn't it Project Enjoy the Ride? I think, go back to that comment one more time.
Sorry.
If you can, please. It's Project Enjoy the Ride at gmail.com, just so you all know. Don't worry about it, Vic.
Sorry.
We'll fix it. Yes. No, it's not Enjoy the Ride at Gmail. It's Project Enjoy the Ride at Gmail.
Someone at enjoytheride@gmail.com is
Very grateful.
yeah.
Living
what the
it.
heck is going on?
Probably Stefan Adika, he probably just enrolled in enjoytheride.com.
Yeah, he's on there now, setting up the account.
Bastard. So, hey, I like this one. This is a question for Scotty. Okay, Scotty,
Yeah.
do you want your own show?
I'll tell you about 16 years of breaking even. Starting a record label, when we started ours, we pretty much started from a candy business. And luckily enough, my business partner at the time and I were both working in, various ends of the music business. So we tapped out our friends to do a compilation album. And that was how we kind of like kickstarted everything back then, before they had Kickstarter. And, if depending on whether or not you're pressing CDs or vinyl, it makes a big difference on, what you're going to, what your end game is going to be. I mean, I don't even know where to start. It's been so long.
But you are a very knowledgeable vinyl guy. Part of what you do and part of what you've done for so many years is you're the record guy. Right?
Yeah. And, and I think it was easy for me to get things off the ground because of my love for vinyl. During the late 90s and into the early 2000s, it was very underground, and it was harder to find new albums, titles being released on vinyl. And I was always looking for that stuff. I'd always been a collector. So, getting into it was pretty easy. And having a pressing plant not too far from where I live, and working with guys that struggled through the 90s and into the 2000s when sales were low for many artists. These guys were very helpful in making sure that whatever I wanted to do got done right.
Very nice. And the thing is, with Bellyache Records, or as Tommy Henriksen affectionately calls Valachi Records.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks like Bellyache, but pronounced Valachi.
Well, it looks like bellyache to everyone else in the world except Tommy Henriksen.
Except Tommy.
From now on, it's going to be Balachi. You've experimented, again, using a little Spinal Tap referencing. You've experimented with such unique packaging, right?
Yeah,
Some new.
yeah.
You've experimenting with some new packaging materials. Can you tell us about how you did it with the new Imagine Your Reality album cover?
Well, I remember when we were talking about doing the record, and you mentioned doing like 4 different covers, kind of like the way the Eyes of Alice Cooper album was. And anyone that bought all 4 CDs knew that it was the same cover, but it had Alice's eyes were a different color on each cover. And I remember taking all 4 of those to Alice and having him signed at a casino somewhere and getting a chokehold and saying, "Oh, I'm so glad you're spending all your money on me," type thing. But either way, yeah, that's another story. But when you mentioned about doing that sort of thing, I had, I'm always thinking in terms of like, what is something cool that we can do with packaging, taking it back to Alice once again in the 70s and working with Pacific Eye and Ear. That production company did a lot of really cool jackets that did fun stuff. And, with the title like Imagine Your Reality, I liked the idea of having 4 covers, but it's very expensive to pull off at the level we were working at. So why not try to do 1 cover with a die cut window, not putting 2 double-sided panels in there, so you could switch out whichever cover you want. So you get all 4 covers with it.
And it became like that sort of 70s sort of phenomenon where you could really play with the actual packaging, like the way that the panties you could play with Alice Cooper's album, Schooled Out, and the school desk that could open up. You actually had something that you could interchangeable. We said there was 4 different album covers, but one of the amazing smart people in the RGA said that there's actually 5 because the actual record jacket itself is a black and white photo, courtesy of Vic Chalfant, that becomes the 5th album cover. Right?
And it also became when we did the limited edition purple version, Vic's cover became an official front cover when we made it into an actual image with the purple filter on it, so that way it would tie in with the purple vinyl. And I remember like when we were talking originally about like doing swapping these out, I remember I cut out like these very crude version, and I was trying to FaceTime you like, this is what it will do, but in the end result you were like, I think I get it, I think I know what a die cut is. And I remember saying the end game is to have 4 different covers that people can create with Imagine Your Reality, their own Roxy reality for each different style. Well, and I thought that worked out so good for that record. And it's hands down my favorite package that I've done for an album.
Did you like how I promoted the white version today?
Oh yeah, you did do that.
You did, yeah. I saw that. That was great.
And I actually got the white version of that album, Imagine Your Reality. Mine is the white vinyl.
That was the first or the second one color to sell out. They're definitely long gone now.
Yeah, I didn't buy it yet, so. No, in all seriousness,
Dave's out of here.
All kidding aside.
Question. Go ahead. All kidding aside.
All kidding aside, Scotty is saving me a copy. It's just the international shipping because, of course, Robby's in North America, Vic's in North America.
And it might not get to you if we were to ship it right now, because with everything happening,
I did buy the CD.
Chicago and just ends up sitting in Chicago until it can go over, until they say it's going to ship overseas.
I would probably just pay a little bit more, Dave, and just really ensure the tracking that it gets to you okay.
Yeah, but I already have the CD version. In fact, Ryan, do you remember when I wouldn't let you sign it because Robin Zander had signed it and he's better?
Yes, I remember that. And he is. And self-admittedly, he definitely is. So here's the thing. Real quick question, because there's 5 of us on the panel right now, 5 of us on the RGA. How many of us, because part of this idea with vinyl packaging is so interesting to me, because I'm so happy that my daughter now, who actually turned 15 yesterday actually, and we celebrated it today. She's into vinyl now. But the albums today aren't as interactive. How many people on our panel have the Kiss Love Gun album with the little cutout gun that said, I think it was POW or something. You could
Bang.
actually make bang. Was it? I have it. Did anybody else have it?
I have it. Yeah.
Scotty's got it.
You know,
Scotty's got
I
it.
have an original and a repressed version.
Now, did the repressed version actually have the gun as well on it as well?
And in fact, yeah, Kiss, I have to really hand it to whoever like worked on that, the reissues of 2014. They recreated everything like exactly how it was. You got the tattoos with Alive 2. You've got, the posters that came with each of the solo albums. They recreated everything. And a lot of times when record labels are trying to reissue some of these albums, they're just scanning a picture from a CD copy and you can see it. Like when you get that record, you can tell it's a scan. And I couldn't get over that. It looked like they took all the artwork from original like negatives and they put the Love Gun inside Love Gun. It was great. I think the only thing missing in a lot of them were like the original. Remember how they put a merch order form inside? Yeah. I think they didn't want people trying to send those in now.
Yeah, they didn't want more money. Yeah,
right.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Scotty, I want to ask you, talking exactly what you just said, Pink Floyd did a similar thing.
Yeah.
And for years and years, my dad used to go on about how, so everyone knows the front cover of Wish You Were Here is the two guys shaking hands and one of them's on fire. And for years and years, my dad was like, but I was there when it came out. It came in a black bag with a little round sticker holding it closed. And I noticed a couple of years back, they actually not only reissued the vinyl, they put it in a black bag with the sticker on.
They did that with all the Pink Floyd albums were reissued. I think it was like 2015 or 16. And they did the same thing where they put like Wish You Were Here in a bag. They put metal with the rounded die cut jacket. Like the corners were rounded, and they recreated everything to how it had originally looked, and came with all the like anything additional. Dark Side of the Moon originally came with some inserts and a poster, and they put all that stuff in there as well. And those sound like really good too.
You know what I hear? Yeah, Vic, I hear the same thing. I hear Dave jockeying for position to be a co-host of yet another show. Not just Music Cribia, but I see perhaps another Roxie TV family entertainment valued show with Record Talk, Scotty and Dave. I mean, seriously, folks in the chat, if you'd like to have a show dedicated to vinyl talk, let's hear about it. I mean, I want to go back real quick. I saw Troy Brewer put in $23 and to make it a entire 100. Thank you very much, Troy. Last week it was last week you kicked in 77 because that was a great number. I love that number. And 23. Thank you very much, Troy Brewer. For any of you that don't know Troy in the chat, if you want a guitar pick and you can't seem to find it, and you can't seem to find it on my daughter's Instagram pick a winner site, then Scotty is either has a copy of it or he has like 10 copies of it. Troy does. Scotty. Troy has it. All right. Thank you, Liz, very much.
More money in.
What are you doing, Liz? You're trickling in all the time now. I see you doing it. I saw you in the chat from my squinting eyes. I think you were commenting that you were having a good time when I was playing To Live and Die in LA. I appreciate that very much. We need a Scotty Record Talk show on the Roxie Network. There it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Done.
For the record.
What was there was a question, Vic, there was a question about what kind of guitar someone should have and you're doing that little Max Headroom thing again with your face. I don't mean to drive you. Is that just what I do to you all the time now with the whole show?
I have a twist now.
There's like a vein that's a little bigger on Vic's head that I've never noticed before.
I don't know where that question
is. He loves it.
He's so
there we go.
Angela Waluga. Angela, my question. What age is a good age to start playing guitar? Any age that you are. Honestly, that is. I wish we had some of the like right offhand. Vic, can you post some of those? No, I'm just joking. I don't want to make you do that again. The vein is popping up. No, but we have some testimonials from 60-year-olds to 16-year-olds that are giving great testimonies about the Roxie Guitar Army and the System 12 guitar method. It's any time is a good time to learn guitar, and the way that we're teaching it, and the way that we're sort of doing the extra stuff with the private Facebook group. Should we talk about the downloadable backing tracks that are coming up in the next couple weeks? I don't know. That's something that Robby was about.
Sounds like you're talking about it.
I am, but I wanted you to elaborate.
Well, I think the idea is that we want to get some backing tracks that you guys can be playing along with and doing improvising with and practicing your riffs with. So we're working on implementing that kind of stuff to help you along your guitar journey the best we can.
I love it. I love it. So, Angela, now, what does that mean?
No, someone's saying, Angela, now is the time to start.
Now is the best time.
Okay. I thought that was sort of like a... Should I duck? Now!
Now!
I can't believe Ryan used to live with a Dika. He came away from it normal. As for Corey Leviton, yeah, that's Al Petrelli right there. She's one of the wrenches in the trenches. That's Al Petrelli, former guitar player of Alice Cooper. Did you know that?
Do you know, for a minute, I thought you just done your thing where you say the wrong thing.
I do that a lot. Yeah. Somehow the president of the United States can get away with it, but I can't. Okay, fine. Yeah. Liz, what are you doing? You're spending all your milk money. Stop it. Thank you very much, by the way.
It's almost like we're the one-armed bandit.
Huh? Yeah.
YouTube's the bandit.
Yeah.
YouTube is the bandit. Yeah, we got it. We're all agreed on that. Did we want to post any more guitar related questions out there? Is there any guitar related questions? Ryan Roxie is the last of the guitar heroes. That is not true. There's a lot of well, thank you very much, Sean, for saying that. But I do think there are a lot of guitar heroes coming up and on the way. I'm definitely old school. I've been in, like I said, I've been in the trenches. There's no doubt about it. And I like to be able to be at some point, someday, be associated with the people that I looked up to when I was growing up. He just did that.
He just did it again.
I know. I tell you, we have special guest Peter Gabriel in the chat today. If you guys watching Vic is the AI. We're talking.
I'm not really here.
Vic was basically created by Elon Musk so that he could produce our show. And thank you very much. You do so much work, and
I do essentially live right here in this computer area.
You do so good on the Sunday live stream Sundays, as well as all the other stuff with the Kickstarter and the In the Trenches podcast. That I was always trying to think. Well, he's not human. You're not. Hello, my name is Human. So, Kathy, this is a question.
Kath wants this question answered.
Yeah, Vic, I think it's a good question for you because we've never interviewed AI before. What are your phobias?
I fear nothing.
The off button.
A reboot.
That was very good.
A reboot up the ass.
That was really good.
Is that funny? Oh no.
I mean, do we really want to share our phobias to the world? That's kind of like giving people ammo.
Right. I used to be scared of flying in an airplane. So it was a phobia for me.
When I was
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good story.
Yeah, that's great.
Scotty will probably agree with me. When we were growing up and we were watching Fast Times at Ridgemont High, we both had probably crushes on Phobia Kates, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Phobia Kate.
Hey.
I didn't have any
Hi,
phobia.
Brad.
I had
Hi,
zero
Brad.
phobia of that top falling off, though.
I don't have a phobia of that.
Brad. What is his name? Brad. I wish my name was Brad. Brad.
Bradley.
Does it? Okay, hold
Bradley
on.
when you're in trouble.
Little music trivia, not for me or Scotty, just for the other three young kids. And Vic, I include you in that. Not for me and Scotty. What was the song that was playing when Phobia Kates got out of the pool? Raise your hand first. Oh, that was Dave. Dave first.
Moving in Stereo.
Oh, what by what band?
The Cars.
Okay. Is it Moving in Stereo? Please, Scotty,
Yeah.
Can you clarify?
Yes.
I have,
ding, ding.
and I have the reissue vinyl, which is See Through Blue
Yes.
from like 3 years ago. I bought it at Grimey's in Nashville.
Dude, you already closed the deal on the vinyls. All right, the vinyl
struck
show's
gold.
green-lighted. Okay,
You struck gold. Stop digging.
it's like anymore. You're going to have to go to another network because we already green-lighted the project, didn't we, Robby?
We're on to other things now. You look. If you keep bringing it up, maybe we'll change our mind.
You had me at 7-inch. 7 inches. Record joke. Record joke. All right.
But we didn't actually get your phobia, though. Do you have any phobias?
I
Needles.
said,
We don't like needles.
yeah, needles. Any needles? Me, yeah, that's true. You know what? Me, Robby, you, Alice Cooper hates needles. There you go.
They don't bother me at all.
Nah,
yeah.
I'm cool with needles. I think it's just you. And I was
Well, there you go. Train spotting. Nice. All right. I wanted to put something out. I saw a great question.
Well, here's another one for you.
Dude, is that the Ace Steel? Dude, if you know, this is the Ace Steel from the band Actress. Ace and I grew up in Hollywood when I was 17 or 18 years old, right off of Hollywood Boulevard, living on Orchid. That's where I met Ace Steel. So, guitar related question. I asked Gilby, and that would be Gilby Clark, and he said to ask you, what is the progression for Tie Me Tighter? GC said you'd be the only person to remember. And it's not Tie Me Tighter. Isn't it Tiger Tiger? I think what the song that Ace is talking about is an Electric Angels song called Tiger Tiger. It wasn't Tie Me Tighter. It might have been one of those lost in translation things. But it's a 2-word answer. The song is in the key of A, just so you know, Ace. But if you were to do it with Gilby would say, "It's play it." So that's the ultimate thing. So please tell Gilby I said it's the way the guys would play it. And there you go. Get out of here, Ashley O'Neill. I do those are pounds, my friend. I don't know if you saw that.
Real money.
I didn't see
Oh
it.
boy.
What?
I know that's like about that's like 10 copies of the old Take a Smile, Robby, right there.
It is. Well, I'll be sending 10 more, Ashley. Thanks.
Thank you, Ashley, very much.
Wow, that's
very
really nice
sweet
of you. Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, there were a couple here that you didn't mention.
What?
Hey,
Roxie
Felix,
is the
the legend.
legend. Is that like old English? The?
And that's some Swedish crowns there too. Kitty Oates, what's going on?
I think
I love-
Kitty's trolling us like indirectly now with the 99 cents. It's
Really?
like 30.99, 29.99,
Like, a little bit of a
79.99.
Wow. Well, obviously Google is scanning everybody's room, and Vic is going to get a lot of audiobook ads.
Hold on
because
a minute. Is Vic glitching out because he is Google scanning everyone's room?
Rumbled.
Everybody leave the chat now.
Run.
Vic is scanning you.
How did he figure this out?
I guess today's my day.
He just scanned Ashley's apartment. There you go. That's a good question. Hi, Vera. What's going on? By the way, I'm eating some lovely sort of pre-hors d'oeuvre dinner from Bianca, who I was told by her that her name, Bianca, is white. So it goes with the white theme today. Isn't that great? But Vera would like to know, what band would you guys love to play with? Well, Dave, you already play.
You already played with Ryan.
Well, I was saving that for you, Robby.
Yeah.
You kind of already play in the band that you've always wanted to anyway, but and to be honest with you, Dave did come up and sing with us with Surrender at that.
Yeah.
Was that Manchester?
No, we did. I got up and did Surrender with all of you, Bedford. And then I got up and did Schools Out, but on guitar in Birmingham.
That was Birmingham. Right.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Scotty, you got to come over to the UK or or Europe when we do these tours.
Right. I came to one of the Goon Squad shows and almost jumped up there, but there was no tambourine available.
I would invite
Stay out
Vic.
in the crowd and take photos. I'll just take photos.
Well, I would invite Vic, but I think in the U.S. it's 120 and it's 110 volts, and in
I
Europe
might short out.
20.
We couldn't plug him in.
No, we can't charge him. He doesn't have the full on charge.
Anders,
So,
whoa.
so what band would you guys like to play in?
Go ahead.
Fountains of Wayne.
Yeah, that has been your band always, hasn't it? I think if I could put a super group together, Brian May would be involved. Dave Goro would be involved.
Andy.
Andy would be involved. I love it. Is Andy still hanging out backstage? Is that why? There he is.
Welcome to the team, buddy.
Oh wow! See many inside jokes.
And who else would I have? They say Tom Peterson from Cheap Trick. I love his bass playing. I just think he's such an all around
12-string bass.
And to be honest with you, though, as far as to have a front man, who I would like to sort of just see lead the band and just be a performer and just sit back and play some guitar, I think I got one. I think I'm playing in that band already. To sit back and watch Alice, and it's not me, Brown Nose, and the Boss. Honestly, to sit back and watch Alice Cooper from my perspective every single night, what he gives to his fans, what he gives from himself out to the audience is very inspiring. So yeah, I got the singer. So.
What about Vic and Scotty?
Yeah, any bands you'd like to play in, Vic or Scott?
You know,
No.
I've thought of that frequently, and every time it comes up with people that I know locally, because I kind of keep it sort of that dream grounded that it could really happen. And I've got a couple guys that, like I always would take the guitar player from my band, the Grand Nationals, Tony, who's my best friend, with me to anything else that I would want to do. And because we get each other's style, writing style, playing, and it's, I would want that type of comfort level. And then instead of stepping in with a guitar hero and then finding out that there's like zero chemistry, then walking away upset.
Well, Scotty, you did play at one point in a Kiss tribute band, right?
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue tribute.
It wasn't for very long, but in Detroit, usually every year around Halloween or for Halloween, a lot of venues and clubs do these shows where they bring all these bands that together to perform as other bands. And so, whenever the whole audience is in costume. And one year, the singer from my band and I and my friend Nick, who I worked for at Rock City Music Company, and another friend of ours, Matt, all did a Motley Crue tribute. And, most of these bands will come out and go, oh, we're just going to play all of this record. But I made these guys come out and do all the hit singles. And a few years ago in Cincinnati, when you guys were on tour with Motley Crue, I was telling Nicky about it at one of the shows. And he was like totally giving me the high five over it. Because, I don't have the height of Nikki Sixx, the hair, or any of it. But, the boots and a high wig will take my 5'9" stature, give me a few more inches up there.
Maybe I could fill in for David Byrne one night.
You definitely could.
That one?
You may ask yourself.
How do I work this?
Well, Robby, Scotty was in a Motley Crue cover band or tribute band. You were in a band called Love Gun.
I was.
But it had nothing to do with Kiss. Or
it
did
had
it?
nothing to do with Kiss. No, I think we just loved. We saw Steel Panther come and do that thing, and then we're like, well, that sounds like fun, and so we went and were playing around the scene doing that as well, and we couldn't think of a band name, so we just called ourselves Love Gun after the Kiss song, and we definitely had people come up to us like halfway through the set and be like, so you're not really a Kiss.
You're not doing any Kiss songs.
Yeah, and we were like, no, actually we're not. But we did play the song. So,
well, and you were sort of like in the vein of Steel Panther, but isn't it true that none of you you all refused to shave?
Yeah, the Wikipedia page is right there.
He's true on that.
Apparently it's held true to today, right?
Wikipedia was that's actually one of the right ones. One of the right facts about that is that we never shaved and we didn't wear the wigs either.
Wow.
Yeah, we went against the grain. We said we want to do that, but we're not going to do that.
Tin Cat, Steel Panther. Tin
Tin Cat. Yeah.
Cat. You know.
Aluminum.
We're very mixed. We're very mixed. I like this, Nick. Guys, any plans to reissue any of the sold out T-shirts? Maybe not the sold out ones, but Vic has a lot of new designs, and we've been working on a couple other new designs for not just the Roxie Guitar Army, but also Ryan Roxie related stuff. So there are pretty much everything that we have that's left in the store is there until it's sold out. Once it's sold out, we're going to come in with entirely new designs and sort of limited stuff. You know, we'll just print up a certain amount of them, and then when they're gone, I think. Unless we find one that really sells good. Then we'll backtrack on everything I just said. You can go back to this statement. I thought he said he's going to do limited, and basically they've been doing the same shirt for 10 years. No. My grand theme, my sort of long view is to do, well, Scotty and I talked about this before, doing limited runs of each shirt, right? Each design. And
so
maybe
like this one.
Yeah.
No, I want to refine that before we sell it. I want to refine that before we sell it.
How can you do that? How can you refine it? How do you
no
make it better?
refining needed?
I feel like
Brilliant.
if it's not broken.
Well, obviously it's not even true anymore. Look how long Andy's been on the screen.
He's out of here.
Hey, Andy, don't feel bad. Feel honored. You got the hook.
You got the hook from Vic.
I got the hook.
He actually told me that yesterday.
Thank you, Vic.
All right, man.
So I just want to again shout out because Anders put in 200 Swedish crowns over there.
Gosh.
And I just want to say thank you very much just because you are so damn fun. And we are so damn fun. We're having a good time. But like all good things and like all good sort of nights and live streams, this one must come a little bit to an end because I hear the dinner bell ringing in there. And my lovely wife, Bianca, or should I just call her White from now on, is get too much in the comments. That would be not great. So I'm going to spend the night with her. Like I said earlier, I think I said it in the stream. I might take a day off of social media. I'm usually up on the Instagram, and I'm usually on the line all the time. And you like that, Vic? I'm usually on the line.
Discussing the internship earlier.
I'm usually on the line, but I might take a day off and just sort of celebrate that we have a day off because Tuesday it all kicks in again big time with Chuck Garrick from Bisto Blanco as our guest on the special live stream In the Trenches podcast. So Chuck Garrick, if you're watching, you're listening, get ready because we are going to quiz you. We're going to ask you, and we're going to go deep down the rabbit hole of what is Chuck Garrick. And if you people out there in the chat, you still have some questions, you know where to find me. Just DM me on Instagram at Ryan Roxie or on the old Facebook. And follow all of us right here. All right. Especially Robby. So if you need to follow anybody there, and yes,
I think Dave takes one.
Yeah. Well,
especially Dave. Come on, Dave.
Well,
especially Dave.
Especially me.
Okay.
I need some followers.
I have 125.
You're good with that? You're happy?
No, I'm not. That's now the reason
about the 125 people. They're like, what? I'm insignificant? No.
I have tens of fans out there.
You have like 4,000 or something, don't you? On Instagram.
No.
Hey, he's humble.
He's a robot.
he knows the algorithms.
He knows the algorithm.
I just want to bring up this comment.
What?
Now, that is actually one of the rewards on the Kickstarter campaign. So you kind of already are.
Yes, we have that. So, Heather, if you haven't been on the Kickstarter campaign just yet, go on there.
That's a really cool reward, too.
It is a cool reward. And hopefully you can check it out and see what's up. There's Harvey Kilner. I need the link. Well, usually Vic would put up that link.
I wasn't
And you'd
told
have it
to
at the
do
ready.
that. I thought you just wanted to yammer on all day.
Yeah. Robots only do what you tell them.
You know what? Just go to ryanroxie.com and you can click on the right on the front page. It just says Kickstarter campaign. All right. Wait a second. Is that Harvey? Of course it's Harvey. You know what? Harvey, I have to tell every time when he goes to a show, I just have to say, Harvey, backstage is in the back of the stage. It's not in the front. So come on, Harvey. Knucklehead. Love you, man. All right. And apparently he owns an eagle that has red, white, and blue.
That is
wings.
a very American.
It's about as American eagle as you can get.
Like that makes me want to be American.
That's a strange breed, though. I mean, that's a lot of crossbreeding to get to that sort of bird.
I've seen a lot of eagles fly around America. I've never seen one that looks like that. Fancy.
What state would that eagle be in?
All of them.
You know what? Vic's relatives actually constructed that eagle. They actually Vic might be related to that eagle. We're not sure.
Wow.
I know. How
Harsh today.
It is. It's harsh it's in the what do we call it?
There we go.
Aw, Team Vic. There you go.
He put that one up. Like,
Yeah, of course I did. Damn straight I did. Shut you guys up.
Oh, man. Well, guys, it's time to wrap it up. I want to thank you guys all again for coming down to the Q&A. I'm sorry today we did not. How many Vic comments are we going to get now? You're
going to get all
through?
of them. I'm going through and I'm going to pick all of them.
How fast can you type? So I just want to
can you time?
Oh, come on.
Now listen.
I'm
Listen.
wounded.
I love you guys. This is the entire, you've had the entire RGA team the entire time. I think we've gotten to a lot of good questions. I feel bad that we haven't opened up and brought people on. Maybe next week I'll budget the time better so that we'll bring people on. But I appreciate it so much. You have no idea.
And Tuesday after Chuck's interview, we'll have some Q&A.
Should
Come on.
we-
Yeah, I think Chuck's going to answer some questions maybe.
Okay, that's what we'll do. That's our plan now, folks. If you're watching, what we will do is we will do the live stream in the Trenches podcast on Tuesday, 12 noon New York time. Funky Almadena, Heather Boma, thank you. And anyway, guys, what else can I say? I'm gonna let you all say goodnight and say what you say your piece. But I just want to say, week 8 was very emotional for me. It was a good one for me. So thank you guys for pitching in, helping out, basically making it look amazing, and all the work you do. We'll do it again next week, okay? And everybody that's watching, Vic Chalfant, say goodnight.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a good one. Dave?
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the guys where it is Mother's Day.
I said that already.
Repeat.
We have it in March. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that I've stepped on Vic's toes. He's such a diva. No, thanks for watching, guys. We've really enjoyed your stream today, Ryan. Like the Beatles song. Sounded really good.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon. Come on Tuesday for Chuck Garrick.
Scotty.
Have to say Happy Mother's Day as well. You called my mom, you should call yours if you can.
Very sweet. Robby.
Just thank you, everyone, for coming on and being a part of this. And we will see you on Tuesday for Chuck's interview. And, stay in touch. Love you.
Man, and R.I.P. Little Richard. You know what? We really didn't talk enough about it. Although the tributes are going to be coming out this next week. Yeah, Little Richard. One of the biggest influences, if you watch that Michael Monroe interview, you'll see what a huge influence he was on Michael as well. So
Michael actually shared a really lovely Instagram post, which was a photograph that he got signed by Little Richard. So if you look at Michael Monroe's Instagram, he's put a lovely story up about Little Richard.
Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
Well, hey, man, we're out now. And everyone say goodbye. And Robby, take a smile. And everybody else.
Always.
Everybody else, until next week, week 9. Are you kidding me? Until next week, enjoy the ride. I'm Ryan Roxie. See ya.
Love you guys.